Okay, so where were we? Okay, so cheetah we have to write today, right? We have to write about cheetah's project, conservation project, and apart from that, what else? We will start writing about Project Cheetah quickly. Project Cheetah is a landmark wildlife conservation project, because I have already explained to you yesterday, so I will not waste time in explaining it. So the people who are not seeing the previous lectures, they can definitely go and see the previous lecture where I have explained in detail about the Project Cheetah, right? Okay. Project Cheetah is a landmark wildlife conservation. Project Cheetah is that. Place from here, it actually did what? It got it into India. So the areas where we selected were Kulo, Mandhav National Park. There was another with the name of Gandhi Sagar National Park, Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary. Right? There was Mukundra. So all of this we have decided. We have accessed that these areas will be introduced. But finally, we did introduce it the Kulo. Right? This is the first location site. First site wherein where cheetah has been introduced. The first site where the cheetah has been introduced. Yesterday, did I give you the explanation of the translocation, why the cheetah translocation happened, etc.? I've already given that information, right? It's just that you could not write. Right? I'm not dictated the whole thing. So that is what I'm doing, and also I'm explaining a bit so that you can connect it with this. So now India, there's a message. Okay, yes, sir. So from Namibia to Botswana and South Africa. Now, Namibia, Botswana, and South Africa. Namibia, Botswana, and South Africa. From where? These are the areas from where? These are the areas from where? These are the areas of the country. These are the countries. From where? Cheetah has been located. Cheetah has been
grinding
and cheetahs have been brought to India. Next. It operates under the umbrella of this project, Project Cheetah. It operates under the umbrella of Project Tiger. It operates under the umbrella of Project Tiger. It operates under the umbrella of Project Tiger and it aligns with Cheetah Action Plan. And it aligns with Cheetah Action. And it aligns with Cheetah Action Plan. Write down next. Write down. Why key achievements? What are the key achievements that we have got from the transportation program? Write down the key achievements. The first one is transcontinental. And the first one is transcontinental relocation. Right, now the first one is transcontinental relocation. 8 cheetahs from Namibia. 8 cheetahs from Namibia. 8 cheetahs from Namibia were translocated to Puno National Park. 8 cheetahs from Namibia were translocated to Puno National Park. 8 cheetahs from Namibia were translated from International Park. Translated to Puno National Park. Better. From Namibia. From Namibia. Next, successful adaptation. The next achievement that we had was they could successfully adapt to the area. In fact, we had the first female born after the translocation to the female tiger named Jwala. And the one who was born, the first cub which was born, we named it as Muki. We named it as Muki. The first female born to a Jwala, right? Right on. Successful adaptation. The majority of these cheetahs have adapted well. The majority of these cheetahs have adapted well. To their environment. They are adapted well to their environment, comma, exhibiting natural behaviors such as hunting, comma, poaching, hunting, that's it, territory establishment. Always remember there are certain big cats which are territorial in nature. In fact, I was discussing one thing today. I was discussing about tigers. What are the behaviors of the tiger? So even the tiger has this nature of being solitary and territorial. They are also territorial in nature. So all the big cats which are present, they all are territorial in nature. Do you understand territorial? And they want to claim the area which is theirs, right? So this is the habit is there in the big cats. Right, and the majority of these cheetahs have they adapted to environment, exhibiting natural behaviors such as hunting, comma, territory establishment, and mating. Territory establishment and mating. So this program was successful and mating. Full stop. Right on. Next, notably, a female cheetah gave birth to cubs on Indian soil. Example, notably, a female cheetah gave birth. Notably, cheetah gave birth to cubs on Indian soil after 75 years. After 75 years. Why 75 years? Because 1952 it was declared the cheetahs are actually extinct from India, right? Comma, with one surviving cub reported to be 6 months old. With one surviving cub reported to be 6 months old as of 2023, September 2023. Next, community engagement. That is extremely important. What this project has done to the community, that is also something we should focus on. There is a concept of a cheetah's mitra, right? What is a cheetah's mitras? Basically, there are people who are volunteering to participate in the program. So what they are doing, they are awaiting the people about what is the importance of this keystone and flagship species, which is your cheetah, and why we should save it, what is the purpose, etc. And stopping the people in interfering and going into that area. So this is what these volunteers, this is a volunteer link, right? It's a volunteer kind of a job. So wherein they are getting involved, we call it as Cheetah's Mitras or Cheetah's Friend. Okay, right. The project has actively involved local communities and people are which people like who all are participating in the in this volunteer activity. It is the people, the local community from that area only, which is participating hugely in that, right? So, right, and the project has actively involved local community. The project has actively involved local community, providing direct and indirect employment opportunities. Providing direct and indirect employment opportunities. Right. Next item. Over 350 cheetah mitras. कितने cheetah mitras add हुए? 350. Right. So 350 cheetah mitra. Bracket में लिखेंगे female cheetah's friend. Right. Cheetah's friend from surrounding villages. Over 350, right now, over 350 cheetah's mitras from surrounding village have been engaged to educate public on their behavior, and on human wildlife conflict, fostering peaceful coexistence. Fostering means what? To promote. What they are promoting? Peaceful coexistence. Because this is, see, human wildlife conflict has become one of the most dangerous things for now. Why? Because people, they do interfere in the areas of the core areas of the areas where they have been there. The cheetahs have been there, the tigers have been there. Now it has become strictly prohibited for the humans, especially even if you have to do any sort of ecotourism, you have to do safaris, it's not allowed in the core areas. It is allowed in the buffer areas. You can do some kind of ecotourism if you want to, but in the core areas, it is strictly prohibited, right? So that's all. This is one of the conservation that we had to discuss. Vultures we have already done, right? Yesterday I have given you some of the conservation strategies of the vulture. Okay, one thing that you should know is also about the elephants. Right, of certain programs that has been given for the elephants right now. International programs also we will do and national programs as well. Right now, this is also one of the important species. Right now, Project Elephant. Project Elephant. Right now. Government of India launched Project Elephant in 1991-92. Government of India introduced Project Elephant in 1991-92 as a centrally sponsored scheme. Okay, just to give you a few points, the tiger reserve that we have discussed yesterday. So that is also a centrally sponsored scheme. Okay, do you remember that? So what is the idea of the centrally sponsored scheme? That the funding will